Hello. This is Dorothy at Done by Dorothy, and we're here today working on our Kindred Spirit Journal. And as you can see, we have lace. Everybody loves lace. So we're actually going to decorate the outside of our cover, the inside of our cover today, and get it all set up. And then the next video that we do will be adding the grommets and actually tying the signatures in. That will complete the journal part. Then we will have um, our planner storage box, which I think I'm going to actually extend so I can slide my journal in there too as well. And then an ephemera box that actually attaches to that box. So those are some things we're going to be working on in the next couple of days. So today we're going to deal with lace though. Yay! Everybody loves lace, right? Okay, so I've pulled some blues that I thought really went really well with this kit. I have some white, but I don't know if we'll actually use the white because I really like going with the cream tones more so than the white. But there is white in this kit, so we may run it up the spine. I'm not sure. I've got this really pretty, oops, there's two different laces here. I have this really pretty, almost gauzy type lace that I thought would look absolutely gorgeous on the inside, I think, or maybe on the outside. I haven't decided yet. Probably on the, I think we'll put this on the outside because it's really, really pretty. And then on the inside, I'm going to run some eyelet. So we will get actually doubled lace around the edges, sort of an extra little ruffle. And then also, just to share, Dollar Tree has their satin ribbons, and they have this pink satin. At least I found it at my Dollar Tree, and that's what I'm going to use for the ties and for the binding. When we tie our signatures in, I want to use that, and then so we're going to grommet our closure and all of that. So that's it. Let's get with it. I have all of my laces, which is pretty much what I need today. My scissors to cut my laces, and of course, hello Fabri-Tac, the answer to all thing laces. Yes, it is. So before we do, I want to do the outside edges because I'm just doing from here to here. I'm not, well, I'm thinking, do I want to do all the way around? Yes, I think I will do the bottom edge. I'm not going to do this part here because that'll be covered up. So we're going to do just the bottom edge. So this will, I'm actually doing the eyelet inside, and I'll do it first. So it will run all the way around the inside edge. So let me grab my Fabri-Tac, and I'm actually going to start on the back cover here. Oh, about, a wee bit in. I'm not sure what a wee bit is, but hey. And I'm going to do one side at a time because I don't like being extravagant. No, it's not about extravagance. If anything's going to happen, it'll happen while I'm trying to glue lace down. That's just the way that it works. So let me grab my eyelet over here. I got this at a yard sale for like $1, so I have a big, massive amount of it. So I thought it would be perfect to use. If you have more of something, then it's always better to use that. And I'm just going to push it down so it adheres really well. And I love putting lace on. I love Fabri-Tac because, it just catches and grabs it and it goes with it. Makes it a lot easier to do. And I do make sure I do a nice line of glue because the last thing I want is this ripping off. And then I will let this set overnight without doing much of anything to it, because I want to, Fabri-Tac, is a permanent fabric adhesive. So I really like letting it set overnight and really adhering, without bumping it or anything like that. So it stays pretty well, exactly where I want it. Sometimes if you have a lace you're having trouble and it doesn't want to stick down, try binding clips. Just make sure that your fabric tack isn't coming through against your binding clips because it will glue your binding clips to it if you're not careful. But I thought this eyelet lace would just go perfect around here. And I love how frilly it is. Let me push this up so you guys can see. But I just love the way that it looks. When I put it against it, I absolutely fell in love with it. The way that it looked, around the edge. But I couldn't decide if I went on the outside or inside. But I'm really glad I went to the inside because I really like the way it looks. And I'm not sure it would looked. It would have. I mean, it would have looked good on the outside, but maybe not as good as I like it now. And then I always just hold it for a little bit, just let it grab. It does pretty good once you. I know some people are going, that's a lot of lace. Okay, I do. I like my lace. Let me go back here. Because we got make sure I go down through there really, really good with it. I did luck out and I went to a yard sale and got a massive box of lace, you guys. Like a huge, 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 huge amount of lace, like a plastic tote full. Okay, I'm gonna grab my bone folder real fast because this dips in, so I want to make sure that I get it down in there really good too. Because if not, that's gonna cause a loose spot, and we don't want that loose spot to give a place where it's gonna weaken or where it's gonna, Okay, let's continue on around our corner here. Right on down the road. But yeah, so I managed to grab this massive amount of lace. I'm going to go ahead and go around the corner a little bit here so I can get that while we're doing it. And then I'm just holding it. I'm holding it in the corner and then just shifting it into like an L position. So if you just make an L and hold it, the fabric tack will do the rest. It will curve it automatically around for you. You just have to make sure you get it there for it. And make sure you don't pull it too tight, because if you pull it too tight, it'll shift. It'll shift and not adhere good. And again, I'm just going to go down this. I'm going to go up to this thing and then I'll stop there because I need to trim it and cut it all that further. So I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to hold it in the corner and I'm holding it about a quarter of an inch. Let me flip here. About a quarter of an inch above. And then I'm just going to shift it left. And then push and let it adhere really well. Then you can go back through and, clean up any of that excess fabric tack that you've glopped. Because you will glop. There will be places where, some shifts outside and you can just move it around. And nice thing about fabric tack is it just rolls right off if you do that. And of course, remember where I shifted that paper. And I had it about a quarter of an inch. So that's going to completely hide all that up. So you don't even know now that that was there. And then I'm going to go up about an inch on this piece of lace over here. And I'm going to make sure you get down in your little crack good. And like I said, about an inch up. And I'm going to grab my scissors. And I'm going to just, as I'm laying it down, have them right here. So when I get there, I can grab it. But make sure I go down in my... But you don't want it too bulky in there, because if you do, then, you know, it won't shut properly. Fabri-tac your bone folder. Okay. And then while I'm holding it here, I have to go up here and twist. Now that I have it adhered there, make sure you pull it out so you can see what it looks like. And then just, these are not the best fabric scissors. Actually, they're not really good fabric scissors at all. I did not like them. But my fiskars were in the other room, so these are some junk fabric scissors I bought somewhere. I'm not even sure where they came from anymore. Made in China. I don't know. I'm not sure where they came from. And then press it down where that adheres. So there will be that small bit of overlapping, but that doesn't really bother me. I would rather have it overlap than have it bumped up to each other where there's like that split. I really don't like this split look in it. So that's why I'm doubling it up there. Okay. Then you want to grab and sort of make sure, again, that you push into your seams, because that's where your problem is going to be if you're going to have a problem. Check your corners. Make sure everything's adhered well. Yep. See, everything's adhered well. So from the outside, you have the whole little lacy edge. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. I'm not even sure I want to put anything on the outside, you guys. I do have my book corners to put on. And I probably should have done that. So I may not put book corners on it. Maybe not. I don't think I'm going to put book corners on it now. I actually like it like that. I don't think it really needs anything. I love the way that just added the perfect little ruffle. I don't even think... Well, I don't know. I'll try. Because, you know, you never know. I love this delicate little lace, but I think it would just waste. It would be wasted in the eyelet. Okay, so let's do this, the spine. Technically, I can keep the spine the way it is and just poke my holes and leave this here, but I do want to put some kind of lace or something on across the thing. I have this rolled lace I bought from, I want to think it was Walmart in the wedding section. I think is where it came from. But it's pretty wide. Way too wide to just... I mean, I don't know. That doesn't look too bad. And that would give us, if we glue it just at the bottom and on the spine, that would give us a tuck place. We could tuck things through on the front if we wanted to. I don't know. Hold on. Let me go over here and look, because we've got this blue. I really like this blue because it's like the perfect match, which you would never think you could find. You could put it here, butt it up against the spine. I don't know. I think I would put it in the middle. I don't know. I sort of don't like that either. I actually sort of like it plain the way that it is. I know that's sort of weird for me, but I really do. I actually think I like it that way. Okay, now this I'm going to run around on the inside on the edge. So I wonder what just one of these down the center of the spine would look like. Oh, yeah, I really like that. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. So see, you never know until you get doing it exactly what you come up with. Okay, so let me grab a pencil from my drawer. Now I happen to know that, let me find my ruler here because I done moved it. You guys always moving things, then you got to think about and look for it again. I have it down there. I have several rollers, so they just bounce around. So okay, I know my is 2 inches, so I know my center is going to be at 1. So I'm just going to mark it in a couple little spots. Okay, then let's open this up. And I'm just going to draw that line straight down. That way it's the easiest thing to do. There we go. No big deal. And I'm going to run my Fabri-Tac right down my line. But I don't want to put too much. So I'm sort of I'm not pressuring it, but that sounds bad. I'm being mean to the glue. I'm pressing it down so it's leaving it, but it's sort of smashing it and spreading it so it's not just a big pile of glue that's gonna go through. Then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna run through the line. That's gonna keep a lot of it from like seeping through maybe and not, leaking through my lace. Hopefully it won't, because sometimes Fabri-Tac can be not so nice. Okay. And that it'll hold it down. It'll adhere, but it won't have that like watery, the bleed through, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay. Make sure I'm centered up here. I need to just get it over a little bit. I really like the way that looks down the spine. And then, like I said, I'm going to run it around the inside edges. I thought it would be pretty. Oh, I don't have to run around the inside edges. That's right. I ran the eyelet around there. Okay. Well, see. I told you guys this allergy medicine makes you silly. I got a little bit here that I'm going to put just a tad bit, just a teeny tiny bit of Fabri-Tac underneath there because I don't want that top to flip up. So there's our front, which I like. I think it looks cute. Our spine. I love the blue down the spine. I think it accents it a lot. And then there's the back. I really like that. Okay. Okay, then on the inside, we have this. Now, we do need to do something here. So I was thinking, I have a strip of the pink left. So I actually thought about cutting the pink and putting it through there, then overlaying it with the lace, because I think that would do pretty good. So I know my spine's 2 inches. I want to go about 3/4 of an inch on each side, so that's going to be 1.5 inches. So I need this to be 3.5 inches. Let's turn it this way. 3.5 inches. And I know it's 9 inches. Let's actually measure this because I'm going from inside the lace to inside the lace. So right about just a hair under 8.5. So let me trim this and get this edge trimmed off. So it's going to be just a hair under 8.5, not quite. Let's see if that works. We may need to trim it up a little bit more, but we'll see. And again, this was one of the How did I do that? How did I do that? How did I cut it off so short? Did I misread when I... That's okay. We've got others. We've got others here. Give me a second to find it. I have lots of extra papers because somebody printed off too many. I don't know who did that. Did anybody else print off way too many pages? I guess it's better to have too many than not enough. You know what? Let's use that. You could just use the text, but I really like the pink. Okay, so let's remeasure. I don't know if I cut it wrong. I think I cut it wrong. I think I cut it like at 8 instead of 8.5. Okay, 1, 2. I need it at 8 3/8. See if we can do it right this time. 8 3/8. 8 3/8. So just a hair off. There we go. Now we know we got it. And then we came up with 2. Let's see, I had 2 inches and I wanted 3/4 on each side, which is 2, 3, 3.5. So let's see, 3.5 is going to fall right there. Yep. And then we need 3.5, correct? 2, 3.5. Okay. That should be perfect. Now we shall see. Yes. Why, yes, I do declare. I think that works. And I've got my little trusty pick. I can flip that up in there with if I need to. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, so I know I need 3/4. So I'm going to move this over to 3/4, and I'm not even scoring, you guys, because let's see. There is a line here, but I'm just very lightly just going down it just enough so I can see a fold line. Okay, and then I need this one done. And this is multi-using a tool here. Okay, let me make sure I get my letters up right. Okay, here we go. Let's get it done. I'm going to go down the center first. And yes, I could use my sticky tape, but I'm lazy and I'm trying to hurry. Trying not to let this video drag on too long. And then I'm going to line it up in the center. And I'm just going to run this right along the edge here because this is Fabri-Tac, so it's still not completely taken care of. There we go. It's not adhered completely. And this goes down. Let's burnish that. Okay. Oops. Then I'm going to run my bone folder down my spine meets there. Right like that. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to run Fabri-Tac. I'm not going to put it, I could put it down. I am going to put some down in the groove here in a second. Just because I don't want it to, I like to know that it's, I know they tell you not to do that, but that's what I do. It works for me. I don't know. then I just make sure that the paper adheres down in there so your spine doesn't actually stick to itself. Right, like that. Then you can just take this after it's down in there, take this and tuck this back up into there you go. And then I'm just gonna burnish that again, tuck and poke it up in there. There we go. We're gonna do this side the same way. You can see I got some more glue down this side than the other one earlier. Put some down in there. There we go. Again, push that down in there. Put it there. Burnish it down. Roll off that glue if it gets on there and it squeezes out anywhere. There we go. And then sort of take that lace, butt it up against it there. Okay, then I fold and burnish down in the, just to make sure that it goes down in there really well and it's not all sticking up anywhere. Then you can double check that. Again, fold, looks good, all the way down. Looks really good. Now, do we want to, I actually don't think we're going to put any lace through there. What I'm thinking about doing though is, let me find the end of it. Actually taking my eyelet lace and running it through there. Maybe, I don't know, hold on. No, I actually think we'll leave it because we may put like a pocket here to tuck or an envelope. Another alternative is, which it doesn't really match on the inside, but we know it's on the outside. We could run the blue through there. But I think I actually will leave it for right now until we figure out pocket-wise what we're going to do. I just see a little hiccup in my glue here, so hold on a second. I'll pull it up a little bit, get a little glue under there. My little bottle's in the other room, so try to use the big Fabri-Tac bottle. Come on, roll it up really good. Roll that off where it's nice and wet. And the excess off. There we go. So, let me find the lid to my glue before it bubbles over. So, there is the inside of our cover, our outside. So because I'm using this as a planner and a journal, I really want to keep it where I can use it. So by doing that, when I go to lay open my journal or anything, it's not going to be as bulky and as whatever. And this lace just went perfect with it. And it looks great on the outside and the inside. So we'll go ahead and, do you want to go ahead and pinch our grommets? No, we'll do the grommets and doing all of our tying everything in and everything next time. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it's coming out great. And like I said, I don't want it bulky. I want it sort of usable. So I glue there, I can see it. There, but yeah, I think it turned out really good. I think the cover inside turned out really good. Yeah, I'm really happy. So we'll put the grommets in, and like I said, this is the, let's see if I can get the paper off. The plastic on these are Just never want to work for me. This is the ribbon we're going to use. So as you can see, it goes right along with the rose. I think it goes really good. So we'll be using that to tie it closed. Oh, this is the, yeah, we'll use it to tie it closed. And then it'll be joined with the blue out here because we'll use it to tie in our signatures. Sorry, I thought I was on camera. I need to apparently adjust my camera. It's slid again. Yeah, so we'll use it to tie in our signatures on the outside, and we'll use it for our closure. So, yeah, I think that'll be really pretty. And sort of bring out the pink pop in there with all the blue on the outside. So, either that or we could actually use the blue, which would look sort of nice. We might use the blue, guys. I think we will. I think we will use the blue and we'll forego the pink, which is really hard for me to say that, right? Because I think the blue looks really good. And then by the time, you get your 3 signatures out here and all the ribbons are coming out and tying, it'll look really pretty on the spine. I mean, you'll get all your blue in there. That'll look really good. And this is very, very thin. So, it's not going to add a lot of bulk. So, okay, well, you guys have a great day. We will see you again. When we put our signatures in, and then we'll be down to the construction and the building of our box with our ephemera box on it. So, yeah, it's getting close, guys. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.